You guys are lying on the floor in a room. I'm just going to have you roll a basic constitution check to see who wakes up first. Ooh, that's not good.
I mean, the epicenter of the blast, I'd assume, I'm
yeah, you probably got the worst of it, especially because it was attached to your wrist. All right, you're going to go first. You're going to get the first one. You're going to be first, then Arch, and then Cham is the last one. What happens is this. So, Raka, you're the first one. So you wake up, and you kind of move your head around, and you look around the room, and you realize that, so you're looking in this room that's kind of sealed off. It has some torches for light, and it looks like there was a doorway in, but it's completely collapsed in on itself. So you're pretty much trapped in the room. Arch wakes up a couple minutes later, and Cham wakes up probably about 10 minutes after that because he rolled the nat 1, so he's kind of meh. But unfortunately, your Grenadier partner appears to be nowhere in sight. You don't know where he is. Now you guys are in this room. It also appears that there's a portal in there that is not lit up. It's not activated. And it has a receptacle next to it. Just something that looks like you're supposed to place something in it. And Cham, you notice when you wake up, in your hand is a shard of the purple crystal.
I'm going to look at it. In my head, I'm like, I could have sworn I destroyed this.
You are holding a shard of a purple crystal. Do you want to roll to actually examine it?
Sure. And that'll be... Would that be considered a praise?
I'll give that one to you.
Natty 20.
Damn. Okay. You can tell that it's a shard of the purple crystal that you found embedded in the skeleton's sword. Not the big purple crystal, but the smaller one that was in his sword. You don't really know what it does. You didn't really seem to know what it did with the sword because it didn't really do anything different other than, the sword was just a powerful sword in general.
I gained fucking nothing.
Well, you understood where it came from, but you never understood anything about it before that. Yeah. Which also means that the events that happened previously did happen, which brings up the question of why you're alive.
Why am I still fucking alive? Yep.
You also notice again that there is a kobold there who was not there before. And Raka, I don't remember if you gave your character a name.
I didn't write it on the sheet. His name is Speen.
He identifies himself to you. And again, none of you really understand why you're here.
I hope he kind of gets it. I'm like glaring at him through my mask.
I don't think he can see your eyes, but I mean, I guess he can tell that you're turned in the general direction. Arch, do you want to do anything in this scenario?
I don't have anything to say to the new one. I point at mask guy, and I am saying, you're not real.
I'm just gonna go invisible.
You do that.
And I snap fingers, I say, see, it's not real. He's asshole. He's asshole, I drink too much. New friend, did you see anything that we can do here?
He's just gonna pull a candle out from his backpack and light it. And just start, placing candles all over the
Are we in
world.
concert? What the fuck are you doing?
He's gonna just keep going. He's gonna keep going about his candles until we can figure out a way out. I'm actually, Can I do a spot check? To try to find something to like a hole.
Okay, you can do a spot check. You're gonna light candles and put them all around the room, which I guess adds a romantic feel. And what you're gonna do is, if you're trying to figure out a way out of that place, you can roll your spot check.
I'll roll a spot check as well.
I am trying to figure out if Candleman is real or also different person, like a hallucination. So I will follow him and watch what he do.
So that's 16, and my spot is 7, so that's 23?
27 as well.
So neither of you guys sees any way out except for what appears to be the portal that is not lit.
I'm gonna come out in my invisibility, and I'm gonna go up to the portal.
Okay, you come out of invisibility and you walk up to the portal.
I want to activate the portal.
Okay, how are you going to activate the portal?
I'm just gonna start fucking with shit.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a wisdom check.
Wisdom, that's going to be +3, so that's 12.
Your wisdom check shows there is nothing on the portal that you can interact with cleanly. There is the receptacle, which is still empty, which seems to be the only thing that you can fuck around with.
I'm going to drop the crystal in the receptacle.
You drop the crystal in the receptacle, the portal immediately lights up with a purple light.
I'm going to look back towards the rest of the crew, and I'm just going to step forward.
Okay, you go through the portal. So I'm going to go back to Arch and Raka. So
I am currently squat behind Candleman, and I am watching him to see what do.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and use Body of Fire and just light myself on fire and then walk through the portal.
You do that. So you lit yourself on fire. If I remember correctly, they also have the immunity at this point, right?
Yeah, my fire doesn't hurt me.
And then you walk through the portal. Arch, you can choose to follow.
I am going to very insultingly mimic him and then walk behind him.
So all you do then to insult and mimic him is you just take out a match and light it, and then you just walk through behind him, waving it around to make it seem like it's dangerous. So you walk through the portal. All of you have now gone through this portal, and once you come out of the portal, you appear to be in some form of a hell dimension. The sky is red, the soil is red. Everything is basically
Holy
red.
shit!
Also, as soon as you step through, the portal closes behind you, so there's no way to go back, and that purple shard is now in that receptacle. After that, you notice that in front of you, on the landscape, looks to be a massive domed temple. A big, it's stone. It's the same color as pretty much everything else in the environment, that like dark maroony color. And it looks like the front door is open. Cham's gonna walk towards it. Are you guys gonna follow him?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him, and before I go in, I will turn off the fire.
I lick my fingers and put out the match, and then I'll follow.
All right, so you guys go inside the temple. Now, as you walk in the door to the temple, again, very similar to the portal, it shuts behind you very abruptly in what looks like a very, very solid steel gate.
I'm gonna activate my thermal vision.
You activate your thermal vision. What are you looking for specifically?
I'm just seeing if there's anything alive, so I'm gonna roll for it.
You see mice.
I blow one up.
Roll for attack with the plasma caster.
So that's a 19. So it'll hit.
That's enough to hit. So you blow up a few mice. You're just doing your part to sort of cull the rodent problem.
I'm gonna grab chunks of the rat. I'm gonna toss it towards fucking druid.
Arch, okay. All right, so you take the mice bits and you throw it at Arch. Archer, what are you gonna do in response to this?
Toss it, like catch kind of thing.
I'm not going to catch because he's not a real man.
You don't catch it. You just let it hit you, so the bloody mess of destroyed rat just hits you in the face and then falls on the ground. So you have a bunch of nasty rat blood all over your face.
Yeah, it's actually cleaner than what I was covered with, so I'm fine with this.
As you look around inside, you see that it looks like a pathway that goes in a T. It goes out, and then there's a left and a right path. And there's no windows or anything inside here. It's all just stone walls.
I'm gonna look at the group. I'm gonna point, like, which way.
Because kobolds are fucking stupid, I'm gonna have both of you guys roll intelligence to see if you understand what he's trying to relay.
So I got a 10.
So Rocka got a 10 and Arch got a 7. So they think you're doing charades and you're actually doing some sort of a dance. So Arch, since you have the lower intelligence, you actually start mimicking what Cham is doing.
I start doing the Pee Wee Herman, the tequila dance.
Rocka, since you have a bit more intelligence and you rolled a little bit higher, you're mostly just embarrassed to be seen with both of them.
Fucking rat is just gonna like oh god damn it. And he's just gonna go left.
Okay, you're gonna go left.
Then I'm gonna do a 180 and go right.
Okay, you're gonna go right. Alright, so are you guys gonna follow him or are you gonna take the other path?
I look at Candle Guy, I say, which way you want to go?
I'm gonna light the candle and see which way the candle flame blows.
Rocka, I want you to roll a d20. If it's above a 10, you're going to go to the right. If it's below a 10, you're going to go to the left. It is above a 10, you are going to go to the right along with Cham, so you guys are going to stick together for this one. So as you go around that area, you turn the corner, and it looks like there's a room up in front with a lot of light coming out of it. You can't really, because you're in a darker area and because your eyes are a bit more adjusted to it, you can't really see through the door. You're going to have to travel through the door to kind of see what's going on, or at least get closer to it.
I'm going to go invisible. I'm going to walk through.
You go invisible and walk through. I'm assuming you guys are just going to walk in right after that.
Yes, I follow, and I still do dance.
And Rocka, I believe you will also follow, unless you want to stay behind and light yourself on fire again.
I'm gonna definitely light myself on fire again, but I will follow.
Alright, so you light yourself on fire, and Arch then follows as well. So you guys enter into the room. So inside the room, it looks like there's a lot of bright light because it looks like there's some kind of a magical light source that's hanging from the center of the ceiling. And all around the room, you see these little, when I say little, I mean even though you're kobolds, they're still fairly small to you. They're only about like 6 inches tall. They're these little toadstool-looking houses. They literally look like they're made out of like little mushrooms. It's this whole like flowing little area that's full of them. You really don't have any idea what's going on. There's nothing like moving right now that you can see. All the houses appear to be stationary. There's nothing else in the room. It appears that there is an exit that's on the far side of the room, but again, it's relatively large. So there's probably like 50 or 60 feet between where you are right now and that exit.
Question: Is there any like pillars or anything?
No, the room is entirely self-contained.
All right, I'm staying invisible. I'm going to go to the wall, and I'm going to start climbing the wall.
Okay, roll a climb check. All right, you successfully climb up the wall, and you can kind of shimmy your way along.
So I'm just looking around because I think I have a hunch of what it is.
Arch and Raka, what are you guys gonna do? Because you just came into this room as well, so that's all you see in front of you. And then Cham went invisible and climbed a wall.
I immediately stopped dance. You said they're mushroom house.
Yes.
Yes, I go try to eat the mushroom house, and I say, friend, come eat with me, and I wave to a new guy.
I'm going to walk up to him and be like, step back, friend. I cook mushroom first. And I'm going to use Ignite on the mushroom house. It does 3d8 fire damage plus my Will of Fire ability, so that adds 8 because I'm also on fire myself.
All right, roll for the damage to the house.
I give him finger guns as he fires on house.
All right, that's 19 damage. All right, so you shoot a fireball out, and it impacts the house, lighting it ablaze immediately. You do smell the scent of cooking mushroom. But as that happens, the little front door on the house opens up, and you can hear screaming coming from inside. As you watch, what it looks like 2 on-fire little blue creatures run out of the house, screaming that they are dying after being lit on fire, and they're trying to roll on the ground and stop it, but ultimately they are burned to death. Then, after that happens, the other 10 houses that are in there, all the doors immediately open up.
I'm going to pick up little Burning Man, I'm going to blow him off, and I'm going to try to eat.
All right, so there's 2 of them, so you can do that. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to have each one of you roll a d20 with Constitution to see if you vomit. Arch, I'm going to give you a +2 because you're a disgusting fuck.
All right, my Constitution is already +1, so good.
Oh, okay, that's a 22 for you. All right, okay. Basically, this is what happens. Each one of you takes a bite at the same time. Raka, you immediately spit it out because it tastes horrible. Arch, on the other hand, you consider this a delicacy now, and you take the leftover one that's still stuck in Raka's hand. It's just missing, like, an arm because he ate it, and you immediately start eating that one as well.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I used to eat shit, so this is definitely upgrade.
I think it needs fire longer. There's a little seasoning, a little salt, pepper, maybe whatever that green shit is that people put on it.
You're absolutely... This would make perfect borscht, you know?
Yes.
So, now that you guys have been thoroughly well, it's mostly Arch just eating the dead creatures. The other ones emerge from their houses, so there's about 3 per house. So, there's 36 of them that come out. It looks like now that you're able to see them with them not on fire, they all appear to be wearing these little white pairs of shoes with these white pairs of pants with like footies on them and white caps. And there's one singular one that comes up to the front, and he's wearing a set of red ones with a red suspender, and he has a little white beard and a red cap on. And he looks up at you and says, "Who are you people?"
I'm going to throw my smart disc at him.
Okay, that's going to be an attack of opportunity because he doesn't see that shit coming since you're invisible. So roll for that. I don't know how much of a bonus you get. That should be on your sheet.
We're about to murder Hobo the Smurfs.
All right, that's a 21. That's going to hit. So yes, you throw your smart disc. Roll for damage. Yeah, so that's 16 damage. So you're aiming specifically at the one in the front in the red suspender.
The one I was talking, yes.
So your smart disc, it goes down and immediately decapitates him. The other Smurfs are horrified. That is when Velnos' flashbang comes in. You can roll for your attack on that to see how well you throw it. And I will give Raka and Arch a reflex save.
I rolled a 7 for my throw. It's so
Okay.
dumb.
Cham, I want you to roll the reflex save.
Wait, why me? What the fuck?
Just trust me, I want you to roll the reflex save. Alright, so you rolled a 22, so you're able to dodge it. So, Velnos, because you rolled so shitty to throw the flashbang, you actually throw it up in the air and it bounces off the wall and towards where Cham is. It would have hit him right in the head, but because he rolled a reflex save, he's able to dodge out of the way and just falls in the corner and explodes. Now, it's far enough away where it doesn't do a whole lot of blinding. Maybe a couple of the Smurfs are rubbing their eyes, but most of them are okay. Arch and Raka, you guys are both fine. But they did also just see Papa Smurf get decapitated.
Push my smart just came back to me.
Yes, it did.
So
instead, I'm gonna throw smoke because I am not determined to get my shit.
quick, find Smurfette. She's gonna be a pocket pussy. Let's go.
All right, that's a little bit better, and you're throwing a grenade into a crowd of things, so I'm going to say that's okay. So you do throw the smoke bomb in there, and it's enough where it basically floods the entire room with smoke. Now, Cham, because you have thermal vision, you're still able to see through that pretty easily. Everybody else is going to have a little bit of an obstructed view. So now all the Smurfs are screaming, and one of them yells out, "Eat the non-believers! They killed our leader!" Even though it's kind of hard for you to tell, you then see them open their mouths, and it appears that inside are very, very sharp, shark-like teeth.
Quick, find Smurfette, fucker.
There is one mushroom building that still has a closed door on it.
Comrade should leave about 10 meters in other direction of me. Any direction, 10 meters. Will be fine.
Okay.
So you guys move back from where Raka is. Raka, I'm going to let you go all out at the moment because the Smurfs can't really see you. They're just wandering around chomping at air.
All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and use that conflagration ability that I have.
Full round action, Flame Deception can erupt in an explosion of flames that covers 30 feet in all directions from their person. All other targets in this area suffer a D10 of fire damage per level. Okay, that's technically a 3, so they're not getting the reflex save.
51 damage he just did.
Rocket, you just incinerated all those fucking Smurfs. They're burned to ash now.
I'm sorry, comrades. I overcook mushrooms.
No, I just want to shoot the one house that isn't open.
That's enough to hit it, just because, again, it's a stationary target. So you hit it with the plasma caster. So that's 22 damage. So you explode that little house completely to smithereens, and you actually splatter the other guys with Smurfette guts. Because she was inside that building. That was where they were keeping her as a sex slave.
I want to roll a search check. I want to look for Smurfette's bootsy.
Well, she blew up, but I don't know. Maybe you can find the bottom half. That's a 20, an unnatural 20. So, all right, so you roll. Yeah, you found what looks to be her body from the waist down. The entire upper part is pretty much vaporized.
Is it intact?
Except for the top half, yeah.
No, you know what I'm asking. If it's
I know what you're asking. It is intact. So you're going to give it to Cham? Cham, are you still invisible?
Yeah, I'm still on the wall, remember?
Okay, well, he could scream out for you for it.
I'm not interested.
All right, so he just doesn't decloak Velnos. Also, Velnos, your character still thinks he's imaginary. Raka, roll intelligence to see if you think Cham is imaginary. Yeah, you think he's imaginary,
oh my
too.
God!
All right, everybody else in the entire party thinks that Cham's character is not actually real. And by the way, that was all that was in this room. The door on the other side of the room opens.
I'm gonna jump down on Cloak, look at the rest of the guys, and Cloak, and go through the door.
You do that to fuck with them?
I'm going to look at new friend and see what he wants to do.
Do exactly like I did last time. I'm going to pull out the candle.
Are you going to put candles around the room, or are you just going to follow them?
No, I'm going to follow where the candle flame goes.
Well, there's only one exit to the room, so that's where it's going.
Going to turn and look at it. Say, hey, bomb guy, follow candle guy. He seems to know what we're doing. And last time he cooked the little blue people, and it actually tastes pretty good.
See, comrade, we actually have a lot in common. You make bomb. I am bomb.
Yeah, see, you both get along.
Why are you calling me dumb?
Okay, so you guys follow Cham through that hallway. Now, that hallway leads to another set of pathways. Again, there's a right and a left.
I'll go left.
All right, you're going to go left. Raka, I'm assuming you're going to follow the flame, so do the same thing with your D20 that you did before. Below a 10 is left. All right, you're going right, so you're diverging from the scenario here. So now it's going to be Arch. Are you going to follow Raka, or are you going to go to the other side?
I'm going to follow Candle Guy. It's a good chance for a meal.
All right, so you're following Candleman, and Velnos, are you also going to follow him, or are you going to go to the left?
I'm going to go to the left.
Cham and Velnos are going one direction, and Raka and Arch are going in the other. So I'm going to go with Raka and Arch first, and then we're going to go back to Cham and Velnos. Raka, you and Arch come to another room And in that room, you see what looks to be 10 chests that are sitting on the floor. There's also a door on the opposite side of the room that has 3 locks in it with 3 separate keyholes.
Been in situation like this before. One of these chests is creature that will bite your fingers off.
Burn the shit out of room. I just step in hallway real quick.
Some chests might have treasure.
I don't know how to say this, but I am literal shit goblin. I do not care for treasure.
I'm just gonna shrug. Okay, we light it all on fire.
I give him finger guns and I go into hallway and kind of tuck behind corner.
Rocky, you're just going to light the room on fire?
Yeah, I'm gonna just light all the chests on fire.
Do your little conflagration thing again?
Nah, I'm just gonna use ignite. Fire rupture. That's what it is.
Fire rupture.
It's the weaker version of conflagrate.
So that's 1d4 fire damage per level. You're level 10, so that's 10 d4s. Okay, and so that's 33 damage. Every single thing around you gets lit on fire. All of the chests basically are lit on fire. 2 of the chests, however, do start moving, and they immediately begin running away from you. And unfortunately what happens is Arch, since he's a dick, simply flips you off and forms into the wall. Now you have these 2 creatures that appear to be on fire. They're going to take another turn of fire damage because you've lit them ablaze. But they're not too pleased with you, so we're going to come back to that in a second. We're going to go over to Velnos and Sham.